Devoted fans of AI music generators often have to wait so long in between model releases compared to LLMs, image generators, and video generators. Why? Well, there's actually not that much competition going on in the AI music gen world. There's only about 3 major closed source companies that are releasing models regularly: Udio, Refusion, and Suno AI. There are other big names like Google and 11 Labs that say they've got music generators on the way, but we just haven't seen the models yet. And for open source, there just isn't a lot of research and motivation into producing good research surrounding music generation. Anyways, we're checking out a new update from Suno that has finally arrived, the V4.5. It's got some pretty big promises, and I'm excited to check it out. I've said for a while now that I think Suno AI is the best all-around music generator, especially for beginners. You hop on, the generations are quick, it's fairly cheap, and you do have some free generations, and the overall quality is a nice balanced mix. Yes, Udio can produce better songs, but you often have to have a lot of experience to know how to prompt it correctly, and you'll probably spend a long time extending songs over and over to get it perfect. But when it's done, it is perfect. But hey, Suno's got this new 4.5 update, so let's see if you can get perfection quick and easy with their brand new model. Alright, here we are on the Suno website, and as you'll see, immediate disappointment has hit us right in the gut. Yes, V4.5 is here. A new era apparently has been unlocked. But you gotta be a pro or a premier user. Look at that. So that's major sag. If you don't already have a Suno subscription, is this gonna be worth paying for? Well, I guess we're about to find out. As always with AI plans, I don't recommend yearly billing. We'll switch to monthly and we'll go with a pro plan. Suno AI, here is your $10. I hope you don't mind that there is a hole inside of it. Here, we'll just like kind of stuff it into the screen there in the computer. Perfect. All right, now we have access to 4.5. Lovely. Don't mind some of my generations here. Matt Egypt and Target Balls. Not important. Let's focus here. Let's do custom, actually. Let's dive deep right away. I'm in the mood for something melancholic, so let's do melancholic tech vibes. Piano in there could be good. Ooh, soft synth. Very sad overall undertones. Catchy and addictive, nonetheless. Spelling? Don't worry. I know how to spell perfectly. They do have a little creative boost for the prompt, so let's try that. We'll see what it does. To be honest, guys, I'm not like a huge music buff, but to my untrained eyes, this description right here sounds like it's going to produce what I'm looking for. As always, the lyrics are just going to be silly, because why not have a song that sounds professional, but isn't something you typically hear on the radio? If we're going to use AI to make music, I'm not going to make music that sounds like every music ever made. We'll use auto lyrics, a song about the pain the average boyfriend feels taking his girlfriend to go shopping. She's taking ages. Sure, okay, it's a little bit silly. Song title? I'm starting to get hungry. Yes, generate with 4.5. And look at that. Songs are generating very quick.
She's trying on her 17th dress. I'm trapped in a vortex of retail stress. The clock is ticking, but time's standing still. My patience waning against my will. I'm a pack mule hauling her bags, while she debates between polka dots or plaid. She wants my opinion but doesn't really care. I guess I exist for carrying and spare stairs. Oh babe, you're shopping me into despair. You've got 20 options but none seem fair.
It's kinda good.
I'm sitting alone in this floral abyss, dreaming of the moment I might escape this.
It's so stupid. Okay, we got a little break going on.
The dressing room's a black hole of tribe, a time warp under fluorescent light skies. Every shoe needs a thorough debate, like picking a soulmate. It's a high stakes fate. Do I run? Do I hide? Do I fake a call? Do I die on this bench near the clearance wall? Do I protest or just nod my head? I'm a mannequin here, I feel half dead. Oh babe, you're shopping me into despair. Your price checking everything everywhere. I'm trapped in a jungle of haters and fits, just trying not to lose all of my will.
Pretty good. You know what? That is not bad. For as silly as this song really is, honestly, the generation happened quick, and it's pretty darn good. The soft singing, it sounds real, it sounds like a true person. Maybe a little bit muddy, maybe it's not perfect, not, studio quality, of course. The beat, not super detailed under the hood, but it gets the job done overall. Kind of giving me the Weeknd vibes just a little bit. That scratchy, more piercing, high-pitched tone that you typically get from Suno AI that a lot of people complain about, not super present in this song. Lyrics, I think they're pretty funny. Obviously, this is more of like a lighthearted song. It's not to be taken seriously, so we're not going to go hammering on the lyrics. For a first gen, though, impressive. So let's expand on this. Let's edit this song. Instead of subtle bass, we're going to increase this to heavy bass. We'll also change the synths from soft to punchy. I wonder if this will make like a very big difference in the song. Obviously, gonna have to do a new prompt here for the lyrics. A very deep, passionate, and serious song about how I can't play the new Oblivion remaster because my entire gaming setup is covered in Cheeto dust. This is definitely gonna be a banger. Song title? Dust in the Wind. Create. All right, while this one's generating, let's see if this one's any better. The last song that we generated, V2. Same lyrics as last time as well. Kind of a long intro with the beat.
She's trying on her 17th dress. I'm trapped in a vortex of retail stress. The clock is ticking, but time's standing still. My patience is waning against my will. I'm a pack mule hauling her bags while she debates between polka dots or plaid. She wants my opinion but doesn't really care.
It's pretty dang good, man.
I exist for carrying in spare stairs. Oh baby, you're shopping me into despair. You've got 20 options but none seem fair.
The beat is kind of fighting the vocals a little bit. I wonder if you could prompt your way around that.
I'm sitting alone in this floral abyss, dreaming of the moment I might escape this.
I like that too. Some creative nuances.
Dressing room's a black hole of tribe, a time warp under fluorescent light skies. Every shoe needs.
Yeah, I mean, kind of similar vibes to the last one. This one might actually be a little bit better, especially with the vocal quality. Again, though, not too deep, not too much going on with the bass. It's very subtle, it's very simple. All right, let's try this new song, Dust in the Wind.
I was ready to dive in deep, so true. Play the world I once knew. But
Very
my
slow.
hands, they slip, my fingers stain. A console of orange regrets remains. Cheeto dust, it clings like shame. Keeps me from this beautiful game. Staring at the screen, I feel so lost. Bound and chained by this crunchy call. gets wrapped in guilt like melting snow.
The vocals are good.
Joy and escape are inches away, but dusty hands have the final say.
Yeah, the dusty hands.
Cheeto dusted clings like shame, keeps me from this beautiful game. Staring at the screen, I feel so lost, bound and chained by this crunchy core.
Pretty crazy. Again, not bad at all. Definitely more bass. I'd say it's a little bit more punchy, like we described in the prompt. A very serious song, but definitely captured the essence of what I was going for. I think this one's just a little bit too slow for me personally. I'm not a huge fan of slow songs, but to be fair, we didn't really specify it to be particularly fast-paced, so we can't expect that. Again, the quality though, the quality of the sound is not bad at all. I really like the lyrics. I think it's lacking a little bit in the creativity department, the randomness, right? Oftentimes with AI technologies, there will be parameters that can be adjusted to increase how creative or random or hallucinatory the model is, and it seems to be dialed back just a little bit for this one. I'd love for Suno AI to give us more options, such as Udio AI does, for example, where you can actually have access to those sliders to change model parameters to increase things like randomness. But for beginners who don't know much about AI technology and don't want to mess too much with the settings and the prompt and just want something that's going to pretty much slap right out of the model, it's definitely kicking. It's definitely kicking. All right, we do have another variation as well I want to take a listen to. All right, Dust in the Wind.
I was ready to dive in deep, so true. Play the world I once knew, but my hands they slipped, my fingers stained. A console of orange, regrets remains. Cheeto dust, it clings like shame.
Oh, this one has
keeps me from this beautiful game. Staring at the screen, I feel so lost, bound and chained by this crunchy cost.
This one has atmosphere.
The controller glimmers beneath the glow, but it's wrapped in guilt like melting snow. Joy and escape are inches away, but dusty hands have the final say. Cheeto dust, it clings like shame, keeps me from this beautiful game. Staring at the screen, I feel so lost, bound and chained by this crunchy cost. I wipe my hands on my soul, it seems. Orange chaos ripped apart my dreams. Dreaming of quests, my heart in strife, but snacks have sabotaged my gamer's life.
A little bit of a...
The remaster calls, it's loud and clear, but the mess I've made kept me here. I muse on choices, chips and fate. This is the bed my appetites create.
Oh, I like this. See, this is a little bit more unique. This is a good one for sure. That's probably the best song that we've heard so far come out of this new 4.5 model. I'll be real though, all 4 generations so far, yeah, they're all good. They're not bad. They're definitely not failures. They listen to the lyrics. They don't screw the lyrics up at all. The voices sound real. The beats aren't bad. They're all very much listenable, but especially this one, I think it has some atmosphere. It has a little bit more creativity. The way that the vocals kind of blend or harmonize with the music itself definitely is enticing, I would say. I'm no music professional, but this one for sure is the best generation that I have heard. Let's switch it up though. We're gonna go with a totally different genre. We want classic hip-hop. Hard-hitting, lines and enhance this prompt. Punchy boom bap drums, gritty sampled loops, vinyl crackle, hard-hitting classic rap about being born as a baby sea turtle and following the moon to the sea, even though it's like a war facing enemies as soon as we're born. It is rough for sea turtles, that is very real. Sea turtle struggles, let's create. All right, let's take a listen to the first generation.
Oh, that you? The store down here now. Here now. Here now.
Born in the sand, my shell's my only shield. Fighting for the ocean, battlefield revealed. Granny crib, the moon be my guiding light. Shadows lurk thick, snipers in the night. Bombs are talons, crabs crawl like tanks. Hawks on the horizon, flank after flank. Shell shock steps, but I push through. Born into D-Day, the shore of Waterloo.
Crawl on the edge where depth's keeping score.
Each grain of sand a memory scar in the war.
Moon's my compass, waves call my name.
Survival's the game, but the stakes insane.
Crawl on the edge where depth's keeping score.
Each grain of sand a memory scar in the war.
Moon's my compass, waves call my name.
Read this
Survival's the
twice.
game, but the stakes insane. Pigeon-toed predators plotting my demise. Each flip of my flipper dodging cold eyes. World War hatchling was born in the fray. A trench in the sand, but I'll see that bay. Shell cracked but intact, no surrender here. Every crunch behind me fuels my fear. Oasis on the horizon, blue promises made. Need to swim free before the courage fades. Breath steady through artillery winds. Outrun chaos when my race begins. Scars of the sand saved on barely born skin. Victories earned the moment I swim. Breath steady through artillery winds. Outrun chaos when my race begins. Scars of the sand saved on barely born skin. Victories earned the moment I swim. Moment I swim.
It's kind of short, like, we're out of lyrics. Not bad, man. Not bad. It's got the creativity. I like the lyrics on this one, honestly. I think it kind of nailed that vibe, like, I'm a baby sea turtle, I gotta get to the ocean. The crabs are like tanks. I would want maybe a little bit more flair from it, though. Like, it's definitely putting me in that harsh, like, turtle struggle, but I feel like it's missing, like, an extra oomph. It's missing a little bit of its own creative flair, its own soul flair. Like, I think we got a lot of that with the final Dust and Wind prompt we had. Let's see if the other sea turtle struggle is a little bit better, but that's not bad. Again, like, none of these are terrible. It's very consistently putting out something that is very much listenable and I'd be happy with.
Born in the sand, my shell's my only shield. Fighting for the ocean, battle full reveal. Grain and crib, the moon be my guiding light. Shadows lurk thick, snipers in the night. Snipers in the night. Bombs and talons, crabs crawl like tanks. Hawks on the horizon, flank after flank. Shell shock steps, but I push through. Born in the D-Day, this shore of Waterloo. Waterloo.
Crawl on the edge where death keeping score. Each grain of sand a memory, a scar in the war. Moon's my compass, waves call my name. Survival's the game, but the stakes are insane.
Pigeon-toed predators plotting my demise. Each flip of my flipper, dodging cold eyes. World War hatching, I was born in the fray. A trench in the sand, but I see that bay. Shell cracked but intact, no surrender here. Every crunch behind me fuels my fear. Oasis on the horizon, blue promises made. Need to swim free before the courage fades.
Breath steady through artillery winds. Outrun chaos where my race begins. Scars of the sand saved on barely born skin. Victory earned the moment I swim.
Solid. Again, a better generation for sure. That's one of the better ones I've heard today. In the beginning, there's a little bit of like that classic Suno high-pitched eeriness, I guess you could call it. It's difficult to point out exactly what's causing it, They're improving at each model, I think, but it's only small incremental improvements. It's not gonna ruin the song. The vocals still sound, I think, pretty phenomenal, even when they do sound a little bit more high-pitched, but that melody, when it gets a little bit high-pitched, especially in the beginning, it's not really throughout the rest of the song, but especially in the beginning, it's definitely there.
My shell's my only shield, fighting for the ocean, battle full reveal, grain and crib, the moon be my guiding light, shadows lurk thick, snipers in the night.
I mean, it's not terrible. This one, though, like I said, it has more soul, it's got a little bit more creativity, a little bit more flair to it, and I think it works better with those lyrics, you know? I am a happy guy, though. I will say, like, Suno 4.5, this is a solid model for how fast it generates, for the song quality, the fact that it doesn't miss. I mean, it does do a little bit of hallucinating, like, double reading certain verses and stuff, but it never ruins the song, which is good. I think it's more of the model trying to make up for what the lyrics are inherently lacking. All right, country blues, but it's also electronic, Texas, rebellious energy. Yes, boom, enhance that description. I love this quick enhance. I'm so lazy. It does a good job, though. I think the style description genuinely enhances here. Like, what would I do otherwise? Just put it through ChatGPT? That's essentially the same thing as what we're getting here. Driving country blues track infused with electronic textures, gritty guitars, steady bass, set earthy Texas vibes. Digital banjo riffs, defiant and bold. Okay. A serious song set in humanity's future 3,000 years from now. An explorer from Earth on a deserted barren tundra planet struggles to survive. I think that'll be pretty fun. Barren tundra. Generate. All right, I think this one's going to be very much interesting. Let us take a listen.
Steel skies are shrouded, no stars in my sight. The air tastes of silence, no warmth in this night. Footsteps are whispers, they sink into frost. I'm chasing a dream on a world that is lost. A beacon is flashing, an echo of man. A mark on this tundra where life never ran. The cold bites my senses, my hope starts to fray. But I press on through the bitter decay.
Ooh, I like this.
Roses are rising, no end to the freeze. The wind howls a hymn through the skeletal trees. A shadow of earth haunts this barren sphere. Yet somehow I'm called to keep searching here. My rations are dwindling, their taste cruelly thin. The frost paints my visor a canvas within. I'm singing through cracks in this fragile resolve. Each breath is a puzzle I struggle to solve. Frozen horizon, no end to the freeze. The wind howls a hymn through the skeletal trees. A shadow of earth haunts this barren sphere. Yet somehow I'm called to keep searching here. I claw through the desolate thunder and storm. What am I chasing so far from my home? A whisper or lie, but I still can't ignore the voice of my species explore.
Wow. Okay. Again, those lyrics are like genuinely impressing me. This one is like 95% there. It's almost like chef's kiss, right? Crazy to think that AI is just generating stuff like this now, and so fast too. Man, this is getting good. There is a little bit of overwhelming, I think, when the model's trying to combine all these instruments together. All this stuff is happening at once. Melodies, instruments, vocals all smashing together, and it kind of gets crunchy. It kind of gets muddled. It kind of sounds like it can't handle the output or the throughput, especially on those choruses. Well, either way, you guys heard it. During the chorus, during this part, I mean, it sounds a little bit too crunched up just because there's so much going on. But when all of the instruments stop and it's just the guy's voice, that's crazy. And then it kicks back and I'm like, man, blows my mind that we can train an AI model that just generates this stuff from text. Absolutely insane. This one, let's see if it's even better than that one. I think that one's going to be tough to top.
Still skies are shrouded, no stars in my sight. The air tastes of silence, no warmth in this night. Footsteps are whispers, they sink into frost. I'm chasing a dream on a world that is lost. That is lost. A beacon is flashing, an echo of man. A mark on this tundra where life never ran. The cold bites my senses, my hope starts to fray. But I press on through the bitter decay. Frozen horizon, no end to the freeze. The wind howls a hymn through the skeletal trees. A shadow of earth haunts this barren sphere. Yet somehow I'm called to keep searching here. Searching here. My rations are dwindling, their taste cruelly thin. The frost paints my visor, a canvas within. I'm singing through cracks in this fragile resolve. Each breath is a puzzle I struggle to solve. Frozen horizon, no end to the freeze. The wind howls a hymn through the skeletal trees. A shadow of earth haunts this barren sphere. Yet somehow I'm called to keep searching here.
I like the beat, man. This one's catchier, I think. Like a nice catchy beat, but I think that last one absolutely solos this. It just has way more energy, way more dynamicy, and it just fits better with the lyrics, I think. But this is still good. Again, fully usable. I'm not upset with this generation. I haven't had a single one that's a complete flop that's unusable yet, which is crazy. Alright guys, so I just finished up editing that video, and I'm realizing that it's about 30 minutes long. I really wanted to spend more time diving into some community generations, playing with a model a little bit more on a deep level, so this was more of just like a test drive. Please let me know if you want to see a part 2. I would love to create one and dive deeper into Suno AI V4.5, doing some more direct comparisons with not only the older models, but perhaps, Udio, Refusion. I think that a part 2 would definitely be worth it, so let me know if that is something you'd like to see in the future. Regardless though, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.